Alright, so tomorrow, two things are happening. One is kind of big, one not so much. The not so much, Global is getting the Shin banner and the Glocks banner. But also something else happening is tomorrow we're actually getting the live stream reveal for Tower of God collab. Let me actually take a look. Is Korea also streaming? So JP tweeted out at 8 p.m. Japan time tomorrow. We're getting their reveal stream, but I don't see anything from the Korea side. And if you know, the Japanese streams are really bad. I usually, now that whenever only JP streams, I usually wake up after the stream is done so I can just take a look at the patch notes instead. But if Korea streams, I might actually consider re-streaming and then reacting live with you guys. If someone actually sees I know I never find the post for Korea, it's not on their YouTube. If Korea does post about him, I will, but if it's nah, dude. I'm not sitting there for 40 minutes watching them do like mini games on camera. I'm not doing that. But Global is getting the Shin and Glocks. Should just summon for Shin? No, he's not very good. I will say this: he is a support unit that what he does is actually pretty neat. I mean, he gives attack related stats. Like, I like characters that give attack related stats, but it's just not enough. It's just simply not enough. He's not meta in PvP. I genuinely don't know where he would be usable in PvE either. Maybe for some farms. But honestly, I would say like for AoE farming, Green Shin is just better because he has 2 AoEs. Like, this guy has an AoE and a single target. It's a ignore defense single target, probably the worst attack card in the game. Like, that has an effect. And then weak point, AoE. Weak point is really past its prime. It used to be a good card, but it's just really past its prime. If we get some festivals that have like weak point plus something, it could be very strong, but just weak point on its own is just not enough for actual damage. And the banner sucks. It's an easy skip, but that's a good thing. Like, an easy skip is a good thing. It's a 242, so it's cheap, but it doesn't even matter. The Tower of God collab is coming in 2 days for JP, because the stream is tomorrow and they drop the banner a day later. But on Global, you're gonna have to wait the whole week. It is a day early for JP, right? Usually get banners on Thursday, but I believe for Global they don't do that, even when it's early for JP. Now the big question is, should you invest resources on Glocks? Because here's the thing, now LR coins are not just for LRs, right? It's also for True Awakening. The big thing about True Awakening, though, is that, yeah, it costs 10 LR coins per True Awakening. But I genuinely don't think that, especially if you're like a lower end player, free-to-play player, you shouldn't be going out of your way to like keep True Awakening as many characters as possible. Like, I have True Awaken a lot of characters I'm not going to use. Like, I'm not going to use Hell, dude. She's never going to be used again. Like, unless she gets a Holy Relic. Like, that's the next time I'm going to use her, probably. Global players watching this that are probably thinking as well, like, oh my god, there's like 3 new characters coming out. I'm going to have to True Awaken 3 characters. I don't know why I said global players. This is because 99% of you play global, but any free-to-play players, lower-end players, beginners. Dude, I have so many characters. True Awakening, there's so many LR coins. True Awakening is not that big of a deal. I would True Awaken like your main PvP team, right? If you have Melee, I hope you have Melee. Then you True Awaken Melee and his counterparts, the Sins team or the Demons team, whatever team you are using in PvP. But like, blasting these True Awakenings is just not ideal, because the materials they cost. Dude, have you farmed the Demon King event? Have you sat down and farmed the Demon King event for these? It's just so garbage. That event is so annoying. The RNG for the cards that you have to use and the RNG on top of RNG, it's just such a garbage event. It's like, it wouldn't be that bad if it gave you more materials and you didn't have to, but you have to read it so many times. so many times. And then each time costs 1 SSR coin or 15 SR coins or whatever. And then you have to buy these as well with SA coins or regular summoning coins. Like, True Awakening is just a garbage system. I just really, really, really hope they... Because the thing is, like, okay, when you True Awaken a character, you see that there's, like, slots for more stars. And there was something in the private server, I believe, like, I could be misinterpreting when this happened, like, what was actually, like, being said, but there will be 6 stars. That's at least what it seemed like. Like, there will be 6 stars. There will be 6 True Awakening tiers. So if each Super Awakening tier, or True Awakening, sorry, takes 10 LR coins or more, right? Because like Super Awakening, it costed more SA coins the higher it is, right? Like, even more LR coins, even more of these, dude. They need to do something about this before something like that. But yeah, should just like blast True Awakening's not worth it. I think get all 5 LRs before you start blasting True Awakenings or even thinking about that. I think the LRs are way more worth it. LR Liz is still god tier. Like, if you're between making LR Liz or Glocks, Liz all the way, but Glocks is still pretty decent. I have been harsh on him because honestly I really hoped he was going to be better. It's just that his whole gimmick with fairies is not going to work because fairies haven't gotten much, right? We got the new Green King, but he's not enough, right? He's an okay character that kind of fits decent with the Sin scene because melee kind of carries and King just gives the shield for the extra damage and that's pretty much it. But it's not enough for Glocks. Glocks isn't good enough to carry like that. He's just not enough to carry like that unless you're a like tremendous whale, and then you can go first with Jelly King. I'm the wrong thing. I wanted to go to Ferris. Unless you're a bigger whale than your enemy, and you can go first against Jelly. Or you're facing bots. If you play JP, especially, you can face a ton of bots. Global, I know, is not as much as JP when you're like facing bots like pretty much every match, especially if you play geared. But who was playing geared, dude? No, but yeah, for more people play ungeared, right? I'm not a big fan of how they went with Glocks, but maybe if more support for fairies is given, I don't know how. If they ever drop the fairies from that movie, or the one fairy from that one Seven Deadly Sins movie that Melly and Zeldris fight together, that would be cool. They have done nothing with that movie, so hopefully, dude, I really hope so. But that's about it for the update. There's nothing, like, the update has nothing else. Yeah, I just went to check. This is such a tiny update that it's kind of cringe, but it's because the collab is coming out next week. If anyone's wondering, because Shin is cheap, right? He's 242. Is it worth summoning for him for Hero Arena? Because he is a seasonal / special character in Hero Arena. That's going to give you extra stats. It is not worth it. I'll tell you right now, I just tried Shin on Hero Arena. I didn't even bother recording because it's just embarrassing. So it's not worth it. I was gonna use like human team to be the tower, going first, and I lost because it's just not enough. I swapped to goddesses instead. It was better. So not worth for tower. His CC is horrendous, so you're gonna go second. I promise you. Unless you have big box CC like me, you're gonna go second because his CC is horrendous. You're probably gonna have a 1/6 as well. Now, in going second with a human team, you're just gonna die. But that's about it.